Alright guys, hey first grader friends. I'm making this video to show you how to get into our Pearson. We're going to do a assessment, which is kind of like it's a test, but the first one we're going to do together during our Google Meets, and I'm going to show you how to log into it, what it looks like, and how to take the test. And we're going to do it together as well, okay? So we're going to go through the answers, the questions together, and what that looks like, because in first grade, we do have to do tests. So I'm going to use one of your logins and to show you how to do it, okay? So we're going to go to www.fortworthisd.org/myfwisd. So that goes to our Launchpad. And I already signed in as somebody, but whenever you go to that login, all you have to do is click, put your username, which is your S, and then your ID number, and then we would put your password, which I gave you your guys' password. So when we log in, we're going to come here just like you normally do, and you go to Google Classroom. You're going to go to, when you log in, you're going to go to, where does it look like? It's an orange app. And where is it? We're going to find the Pearson. Here it is. Here's Pearson. This is our reading curriculum, so we're going to click it. It's going to open. And then we are going to go to click this right here where it says My View Literacy, Texas Grade 1. And we're going to come down here and you're going to click this one right here. And it's going to show you, you're going to go to Classes. And then in Classes, you're going to click on the assessment, the test. And I actually started one already in here. So I'm going to show you what the test looks like. So when you click on the test, we are going to click this blue button right here and it says Start. So we're going to click Start. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to be able to read everything. We can listen. So we click the play button for every direction.
Listen to the selection, then answer the question.
So we're going to listen to the story, the selection that they have here, and then we have to answer the questions.
The new neighbor. Oscar and his mom were in their backyard. Who is that boy playing basketball? Oscar asked. His family just moved in, said Mom. Go say hi. I would feel silly. I do not know him, Oscar said. Mom said, just tell him your name and ask his. It is a nice thing to do. He might be in your class when school starts next week. A ball flew over the fence. It landed near Oscar. The new boy said, Sorry, that is my ball. Oscar picked up the ball. He threw it back over the fence. You have some cool moves, he said. Thanks. Will you come over and play basketball with me? Asked the boy. That sounds fun, Oscar said. What is your name? Dennis, said the boy. I am Oscar, said Oscar.
Okay, so we listened to the story, and now we're going to listen to the question that it's asking us to answer.
Listen to the question, then choose the best answer.
And we're going to listen to the question. For some reason, it's not working. Mine is not working, it's glitched, but it says, which sentence tells why Oscar doesn't want to talk to the neighbor? So it's going to play it. When you press play, you're going to hear it, and it's asking you which one of these is telling you why he doesn't want to talk to the neighbor. So the first answer choice is go say hi. The second is I would feel silly. And the third is it is a nice thing to do. So which sentence tells you that he does not want to go say hi to somebody? And it's from the story, right? So if we go back to the story, it says, go say hi. And this is where Oscar says, I would feel silly. I do not know him. So the correct answer would be B, I would feel silly because I don't know this person. And that's what the character said. So we would click next and we go to the next question. And here would be another, this is the same story actually. The same story that we just listened to. Okay. So then we would listen to the question.
Why does Oscar first talk to the new boy? The boy comes over and asks Oscar his name. Oscar's mom does not give Oscar a choice. The boy's basketball comes into Oscar's yard.
Yeah. So
choose the best answer.
Yeah. So if you don't remember, you can go back and listen to the story again. But it's asking, why does Oscar first talk to the new boy? Just if you remember from the story, what causes or makes Oscar talk to the new neighbor? So I come back to the story and I'm looking and I say, oh, Mom said just tell him your name and ask his. It is a nice thing to do. He might be in your class when school starts next week. Then a ball flew over the fence. It landed near Oscar. The boy said, sorry, that is my ball. Oscar picked up the ball. He threw it back over the fence. You have some cool moves, he said. So just from going back and looking in the story, does it say that the boy comes over to ask him his name? I don't think that happened in the story. Oscar's mom does not give him a choice. No, she gave him a choice. Or the boy's basketball comes into the yard. And we just read that part, right? The ball flew over the fence, and that's what made the conversation happen. So we would click that answer. And we click next, and we go to another question. So these are the same questions for the same story. Okay, different questions, but it's the same story. So it's asking, where does the story take place? And we've talked about, setting. Where does a story takes place at? Is it outside of Oscar's house, on a school playground, or at a park in Oscar's town? If they're talking about, if the title says the new neighbor, chances are they're talking about, right, his house. If you have a neighbor, that's somebody that lives next to you. So it would be outside of Oscar's house. The story also mentions that a ball flew over the fence and into his backyard. Okay, so we would go through and we would answer these questions, okay? And we're going to do these together during our Zoom. We're going to review them and practice taking the test, and we're going to go through the whole test together. Okay? And, but this is just kind of telling you how to get to it, and you would go through and you can listen. And if you have a grown-up that could help you, yeah. And look, here are some questions about our sight words.
We went to what house to play?
So we would have to figure out.
I see his.
So you'd pick which word makes the best sense, right? Which one makes the best sense? And I know it's his. So then it would test our sight words, the words that we've been looking at, right? And these are just kind of testing some words too to see what words you know. So we would listen to the question and we do the answer. So we're going to do these together. So don't worry about it. But this is just an idea of what this assessment will look like. And when you're done, you'll press submit and it sends it to me. And we're going to do it together. I promise. Okay. All right. See you guys later.